Hey fellas, check your six or you're going to be flak bait today on BarberDave Shaves and Such. Hey everybody, happy Sunday to you. Hope everybody's having a nice, blessed Sunday. We're continuing our unobtanium series, and for the 3 shaves this week we're going to be concentrating on a shave soap and a shave soap maker that sadly had to stop producing shave soaps. So we're going to be celebrating Victory Shaving Company. Now, I am a huge fan of the World War II era, from the music to the history to the aircraft, and it was probably one of the reasons that inspired me to join the Air Force. And I said in the intro that to check your six or you're going to be flak bait. For anybody who's a pilot or has been in the military, you know, check your six means check behind you. And when I said you're going to be flak bait, that's because we're going to be using Victory Shaving Company's flak bait. Now, the unique stuff about, the unique things about this shave soap, it was all more or less World War II related, and there was always a story behind this soap. Now, flak bait, the B-17 bombers that were part of the Allied war effort in World War II were big, cumbersome, powerful airplanes. They called it the Super Fortress because it had guns everywhere. However, there was a point in time when they were on the bomb run and they did not have fighter escort at that point, that they became what was known as flak bait, because the bombardier would actually have control of the plane from the Norton gun sight. He actually flew the plane. The pilot would say, "Bombardier, it's your aircraft," and they would steer it into the target and the bomb run. Well, at that point in time, the plane was vulnerable in 2 ways. One, with the bomb bay doors open, they were flak bait, meaning that they would shoot flak up into the air and it would explode. And they weren't exactly maneuverable aircraft. They were big lumbering planes. And they were also flak bait on the way out of the bomb run. So that's the reason for the name of this soap, because again, it is a World War theme based soap. Now, let's go into why they're no longer around. Victory Shaving Company was a very small artisan company out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. Dale and his wife were fantastic people. I mean, salt of the earth, just wonderful, wonderful people. Very conservative in nature. And the way they did most of their wares is through air shows and military events, because that was their theme. They also had a wonderful website that had mission parameters. It was just really cool. I came across it by accident years ago. Dale and I became pretty good friends, and he also became a vendor on the shaving cadre. But all of his soaps, including the soaps that we're going to be shaving with all 3 days, were military inspired. In fact, both air and ground, and he actually made a limited edition soap for the shaving cadre called Hombres, and it has a story behind it. We'll get into that probably on Tuesday. All right, let's get started. We'll go over the fragrance notes and everything else down the road here. But what happened is he was having tremendous success in the air show and even on the online sales, because we were promoting him like crazy, those people that knew about him. And COVID hit. Well, when COVID hit, a lot of the military bases were closing down, meaning they weren't having air shows, they weren't having public events. And that was his bread and butter. Because, as everybody knows, in the shaving world, you buy a soap, you may have that soap for quite a while. And if you have a lot of soaps, you don't need to restock those soaps very often. So unfortunately, depending on his online sales themselves, was not enough. And there were some other issues that I won't get into, but being a true patriot, he saw some things that he didn't like, and he decided to hang it up. And it's too bad, because the soap is a wonderful vegan and olive oil based soap that is fantastic. And so he had another one, goes by way of the dodo bird, and it's too bad because his marketing efforts with Victory Shaving Company was unique. I mean, you know, there's been plenty of soap companies that have done aviation themed soaps and stuff like that, but it's usually just a one-off, where Victory Shaving Company was a true patriot to the World War II effort, and his soaps were all around that. Today, again, we're shaving with Flak Bait, but we're also going to shave with Navigator. We're going to shave with Hombres. And then over time, we're going to shave with Champagne Lady. Champagne Lady is a real neat story, which we'll get to in one of our unobtainium things. So really, the only thing that's unobtainium today is the soap. And it's just continuing that series until we run out of unobtainium. But at the rate things are going, that may be a while. I think I caught myself on my chin. Again, not paying attention to the situational awareness, and this razor is so easy. It's funny, the Titleist razor, the Essence, and everybody's heard me say this ad nauseum, that I think it's the closest thing to a true straight razor, but at the same time, I also compare it to the Vector, meaning that it's a no-brainer type of shave. You match it with either a Kai MG Pro or a Feather Pro Guard, and for me it's the best. Now I know that some people have been saying I should try the Schick Pro line. I've got so many blades right now, although I would love to try it, I probably won't buy any. So unless I get a benefactor that wants to send me a few. Also, it should be noted that I'm waiting on a couple of packages. One is from an artisan soap maker in Ohio, and those of you that know, and I'm gonna not spoil it, with those of you that know the Ohio Wet Shaving Meetup know of him, and he's been kind enough to send me 2 soaps to review. And, you know, I wasn't going to buy any other soaps, but, and he'll be the first one that's actually provided me soaps to review. Now, that doesn't mean, you know, anything other than the fact that he was kind enough to do that, because we're going to be honest in our review. But I have tried one of his other soaps, and it was fantastic, so I don't expect any different. But for some reason, my fingers came across, again, a link that I hadn't used in a while, and it was from Noble Otter. And I went on and I started seeing, and he had a brand new soap. And so I got that and the aftershave. And then I started looking at some other ones. And the next thing I know, I got a whole bunch of Noble Otter soaps coming. So we'll review those when we get them. Noble Otter soaps are just wonderful. The artwork is probably second to none. And the quality of the soaps are fantastic. So we'll be reviewing those. His newest one. And I'm sorry, I don't have the name right handy. But I have made a goal. I've got 3 of his soaps now. And I think he's got the best Christmas soap ever. 'Twas the Night. But I will, my goal is to get them all. Yeah, it looks like I did cut myself a little bit. Also, if everything goes right, tomorrow I'm going to be doing some, on my other channel, Rocks and Roads, I'm going to be doing some trail running. So please stay tuned for that. We had a little situation happen at the house. Excuse me, with one of our dogs, so I'm not sure if that's going to happen. And then we've got a Zoom call today. Oh, and by the way, if you like what you see, please come and visit us at the Shaving Cadre. That's www.theshavingcadre.com. We feel we are the finest gentlemanly forum that focuses on shaving and other pursuits on the interwebs. Also, again, don't forget to check out our alternate channel, which is Rocks and Roads, four-wheeling, off-roading, rock hounding, RV trips. So it's kind of a fun little travel channel. And then also on Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. now, Drinks and Daves. And this week we're going to be talking about his cruise to see all the fall colors. So please join us 6 p.m. Pacific, if you would be so kind. Or 5 p.m. I'm not sure. Just look. I don't know. He'll let me know that I screwed up. Because, see, we don't do... I think it's 5 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, that sounds more right. Because we don't change our time clocks here. And on the 10th, everybody else does, and that gets screwed up. So, again, 5 p.m. Pacific, not 6. But if you're subscribed to that, and make sure that you subscribe, like, share the videos, and hit that notification bell. Make sure it's black. And that way you'll get all notifications. Also, we are at 1876, so 124 more to go, guys, and I can get rid of that watch and some other good stuff. And I hope I still have some Doc Holliday left to send. No, I've already put it aside. And I want to thank you for all the support for the Doc Holliday shaving soap, as it outsold Spaghetti Western. I've still got a little bit of Spaghetti Western left, but within probably a month, Doc Holliday will be gone. I may have to see if Chris can make some more, but so then we'll move on to our next one, which will be Wyatt Earp. All right, so we'll go over all the stuff here in just a second. Been trying not to waste the soap, so I kind of use this as a post shave now. Oh, what a beautiful shave. And the post-shave slickness on the Victory Shave Soaps is just fantastic. Also, another revelation when it comes to witch hazel here in a little bit, when we get to that point. Okay, the razor today was the Titulus the Essence by Titulus, a shavette, but really it's a straight razor. And I've got a Feather Pro guard? No, I've got a Kai MG Pro blade in there, MG Pro Guard blade, and it comes in this really cool little stand. Well, it doesn't come that way, you have to buy it. On lather duty today was my good buddy Eric Sorrentino, and one of my favorite brushes by him. I've got quite a few, and that is the Corleone. It's and the reason why I chose this is kind of matches the colors of the soap and everything else, but just a beautiful gradient brush, and it's got an AMAC synthetic. I found myself kind of leaning towards synthetics more and more, and I haven't bought a brush in a while, so that may have to rectify that. The soap rinse is very, very clean. Okay, as far as the witch hazel is concerned, I've still got Thayer's lavender, Thayer's cucumber, Thayer's lemon. I'm out of the Quinn's lavender, but I still have Litzia cubebe. So I think what's going to happen going forward is the two witch hazels that I'll use, provided that Chris makes some more, are Quinn's cucumber and mint, and of course Litzia cubebe. The cucumber and mint is just fantastic. It is a little thicker because it's aloe vera based, but what I've done is put it in a little spray bottle and just spray my hand, and I keep my face fairly wet or damp when I'm putting this on, and that kind of emulsifies the thickness of the witch hazel. But it's a wonderful, wonderful witch hazel, because who knows about Thayer's? I mean, I've seen where you can find it, you can't find it, everything else. Okay, the soap today, once again, and I explained the reason behind it, Flak Bait. And the notes of this are black cherry, rum, and smoke. It's a wonderful, wonderful scent. Now, he never did any of the aftershave balms and everything, so it can be, with some of the fragrance notes, it can be a little bit interesting of a journey to try to find something that matches. And believe it or not, obviously from a color standpoint, but this aftershave I'm going to show you, this is not the classic, this is the other Petrolon, and it's Petrolon. And now what's weird about this is it can sometimes morph itself, because I've used this with pear-based soaps. I've used it with apple-based soaps. And believe it or not, when you mix this aftershave with the remnants of a Victory Shaving Company, it takes on a cherry note. So if you haven't tried Petrolon yet, you should. It's fantastic. They also have the classic, which I have not gotten yet, which, you know, there's so much room. Our talc today, and I'll be using the Petrolon both as aftershave and fragrance today, because all I'm doing is working on the Jeep today. Yeah, you know what that is. That's a brush. Clubman. And if you haven't started using talc, I know I say it all the time, definitely do it. Take an old brush you're not using anymore, Badger or synthetic. Don't use a boar, that'll tear your skin up. And start using the talc after every shave. You will find that it makes the shave so much better. Okay, folks, that's it for our unobtainium, starting our 3-day series with Victory Shaving Company, a good buddy Dale. Sadly, he's no longer making soap. But today was, again, Flak Bait. I'm BarberDave. This has been BarberDave Shaves and Such. Hope everybody has a blessed Sunday, and take care.